Welcome to the BJX 70 show. I'm your host, Brandon Jackson, Cleveland Browns fan, Shedeur Sanders fan, and you know what happened. If you're watching this video, you know what happened. The game's not over yet. Tyler Huntley is about to go in. It was bad. It was bad. Um, let's give, let's get on here. Let's give credit where it's due first. Starting with the first team, Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco looked good. No issues there. No problems there. No turnover worthy plays there. Um, happy, very happy to see Harold Fannin catch a touchdown. Very happy to see Dillon Sampson um, get some work, some receiving work out of the backfield. Really like those two things. Isaiah Bond getting snaps only with the starters. Um, that's telling. That's very telling. Um, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with how it looked when the stars were in there. On defense, Carson Swessinger, star, future star. Um, love it, love it. Aiden Huntington, love him. Might not be a star. He's obviously making this team, making plays all over the field. Getting in on offense as a fullback. Love his involvement just overall with the team. Love that. Um, going to the second team, Dylan Gabriel looked very um very I keep wanting to say efficient, but like the numbers weren't terribly efficient. Um he looked very effective. He looked very effective doing doing what he needed to do and taking what the defense was giving him. Um the like some of the incompletions he threw, um good defensive plays, a ball got batted. Um you know, he did what he was asked to do, and he went out there, led an outstanding 2 minute drill before halftime. And I have I have to come on here and give credit when it's due. He did very well. Um looked like I said, looked very effective with what he was given and what he was asked to do. Um and we have to talk about it. Have to talk about it. Shedeur Sanders. I will say, I like we have to like the film has to be watched. We have to watch the film. And I was always told as a player, it's never as good as you think it was, and it's never as bad as you think it was before you've seen the film. So there's gonna a lot of reaction, a lot of overreaction, um, from from everybody on the internet. Everybody's going to be talking about what it looked like when Shedeur Sanders did. But like I said, we have to watch the film, and I need to see what the receivers were doing downfield. I need to see what they were doing because watching watching from the O line, from watching from the line of scrimmage, it doesn't look like there was any separation made downfield. Um, so like passes couldn't be made, and that spiraled to running out of the pocket, bailing out of the pocket, not stepping up, trying to make plays, trying to do all the things, and we know we We all knew that wasn't going to work, and it clearly didn't work here. So I need to watch the film. I need that film to be available immediately because I need to see what the receivers were doing. That being said, Shedeur Sanders has to learn how to step up in the pocket. Has to. Absolutely has to. Um a couple like a couple of these reps again, like we're gonna evaluate this film. We have to evaluate this film, and I'm gonna do it on the channel. Like this is important for me to be able to see it. It's important for people to know, people to talk about. We're gonna have to watch it to actually see what happened. But it feels like there was a couple where he may not have been able to do anything, but there were many more plays and opportunities for him to step up in the pocket. What he could have done if once he stepped up in the pocket, who knows? Don't know. Don't know what the receivers were doing. So I have no idea. But as far as how I feel from just watching the game itself, no all 22 footage, I feel bad. I feel really bad. I feel disappointed. Um, it was a terrible showing. It was a terrible showing. He couldn't get anything going. Couldn't keep the chains moving. Couldn't get anything positive. Couldn't get behind the sticks. Um, couldn't get in positive situations. And some of that was the running game when whoever those O linemen in were and the running backs that took reps were, um, could like it was a lot of second and long, it was a lot of third and long. That's obviously not great. And I'm not gonna blame everybody else that was out there. He's playing with third stringers, but he also is playing against third stringers. So I'm not gonna put all the blame on them. I have to see until I see what happened clearly, then we'll be able to make a determination. But as of right now, I'm looking at 12. I'm looking at 12. I'm looking at you, man. And you know you're better than that. We all know you're better than that. The coaching staff, I hope, knows that you're better than that. And you just gotta well, I was gonna say you gotta be better, but now it's done. It's over with. Um you got a second opportunity and you couldn't do anything with it. Whether it was your fault, whether it was somebody else's fault, it doesn't matter. You got a second opportunity, weren't able to do anything with it, and now it's time for the regular season. Now we don't care. Now we don't care. Now it doesn't matter how many reps you get because it's zero. You get zero reps going into the regular season. That's just that's just how it is. This is how it's gonna go. Um Seemingly, and we can talk about this, Dillon Gabriel is also going to get zero reps going into the regular season because Andrew Berry did an interview with the broadcast team, and it sounds like we are definitely keeping four quarterbacks. I don't know what Kenny Pickett has done for this team. They keep saying he's a good teammate. He must be the best fucking teammate of all time. He must be the Tom Brady of teammates. He must be the Wayne Gretzky of teammates for him to be making this team. I don't know. I don't know what. I understand that they traded a fifth round pick to go get him, but it like that's not that's not that big of a price tag for you to keep four quarterbacks. But it feels like what's done is done. They're going to keep four quarterbacks. They're going to what Andrew Berry said is they might be lighter at linebacker or safety, and the way that the practice squad rules and the roster rules on game day are, they can be really flexible and they can manipulate it how they want to manipulate it. So we're keeping four quarterbacks. We're keeping four quarterbacks. Um, if seems as if um I don't know if Kenny Pickett is going to be healthy anytime soon, but he'll be here. But if he's healthy, seems like he's the backup, and Dillon and Shedeur will be inactive on game days. Um, at this point, I would much rather Kenny be gone and Dillon just be the backup and Shedeur will be inactive. Like I would much rather that be the case. But I don't know. I don't know. They seem to have a plan. I'm I'm sad because Shador came out and looked like two satchels of ass. Um, but Dylan looked good. Dylan looked good. The first team offense, there could be something there. There could be something there. The DB, they got to figure something out at DB. Um, they have to pray to whatever deity that they pray to that Denzel Ward and Greg Newsom stay as healthy as possible, and they have to pray for a miracle at the nickel spot. They have to pray for a miracle at the nickel spot and the rest of the corners because my God, my God, awful, terrible. And it's so played out. Oh yeah, they're gonna be waiver wiring cornerbacks on cut down day. Like we know, we get it. That's not enough. That's not enough. So you want to be if you want to be safe, you want to be light in the safety room in the D with the DBs. Do it at your own risk because we might need to run through a bunch of those. But I'm not GM. I'm not head coach. I'm not in the front office. Today was what it was. There's a lot of positives to take away from what we saw. Again, I don't we're okay, I'm watching. We might be kicking. We're kicking attempting a game winning field goal. We'll see if we make it. It's not Dustin Hopkins. And it's good. And it's good. Browns went 3-0 in the preseason. Love it. Love to see it. Doesn't mean shit. Anyway, there's a lot positive to take away from it. Not Dustin Hopkins. Definitely not Dustin Hopkins. That's a whole thing in itself. I don't know. I don't even know what the contract situation is with Dustin Hopkins. Don't know if he's cuttable or not. I'm gonna let somebody else talk about that. Um, and be the expert on that because I haven't looked. That hasn't really been something I was thinking about. Unfortunately, that's something I might have to think about now. But the positives: Carson Swessinger, Dylan Sampson, Harold Fannin. A lot of this rookie class is coming together extremely nicely, very very nicely. Um, Hope Ethan Posick is relatively okay. Was ruled out of this game. Of course, he wasn't going to come back into a preseason game. Hopefully, it is not a season-ending injury. Um, that would be very unfortunate if it was. So praying, hoping for the best for him moving forward. Joe Flacco's cool. Uh, Dylan Gabriel, you've won the war for now. And we're all gonna go back to our corners, retreat, and see. and see what happens next. We're gonna wait and see for I guess health news on Kenny Pickett because he's gonna make this roster and he's probably QB2 when he's ready. But until we know for certain Dillon is QB2, he's earned it. These last 2 weeks, he's earned it. He's looked the part, and there's nothing I can say about it. Um, coming out of Carolina, we thought Shedeur had deserved to move in front of him, but even if he was in front of him, he's not in front of him anymore. Um, so I'm gonna call it how I see it. I'm gonna call it how I see it. 12. You played like cheeks today. Learn from it. Move on. You will get another opportunity at some point during the year, but it might not come for a while. It might not come for a while because brother, it looked rough. It looked real rough. Um, so get used to cheering on Travis Hunter, cheering on Jimmy Horn, LeJontay Wester. You know, be a real good cheerleader for your boys. Uh, your Colorado brethren across the league, cause my man, you ain't gonna be out there, and that's that's something that we all gotta deal with. So with that being said, um, this Browns team is an interesting team, and I don't know how much we'll learn week one because the Bengals have no defense. So little Brandon's bets preview. Smash the over, whatever it is on Browns Bengals week one. Um, but yeah, so that's all I got for today. Appreciate you watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Next week, predictions week. We'll go through all that later. Again, I'm saying every video, think about it, prepare for it. Patreon coming September 1st. BJack70, patreon.com/BJack70. It's coming, it's on the way, it'll be here September 1st. And um and I don't know if I said this the last video. If you don't want to watch on YouTube, these shows are now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts, audio form. So if you're on the go, want to just listen, don't need to watch, check out Spotify, check out Apple Podcasts. Just search the BJack70 show and the logo will pop up, and go ahead and subscribe to that podcast. So I know it's a lot going on. I appreciate your support. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. And until the next time, we'll see you.